me know when you are ready, and I'll go through it.
So Thilgor poisoned his own brother, and he expects the
I
Nords
gotta
to
find
follow
your
him.
YouTube.
He's more foolish than I imagined.
There it is. Okie dokies.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So, what you do is you come to journal. Now, every location will automatically let you scry for the green ones. So, every zone in the game has a green one that you can scry whenever you want.
Hmm.
So, you just go to journal, Antiquities, shows you what's scryable. Now, when you do that in a zone where you have more leads, more will show up on this menu.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in here, we're going to scry for this. So we've got 6 little swirly bits here that all need to be connected.
Mhm.
And I have a bunch of the upgrades, so up at the top here where it shows L1, triangle, and R1, these are
Mhm.
different little upgrades you can get to increase your movement, apparently. Or pretty much. So, for example, if I start with R1, I can go here and extend out. And that's your
Oh,
R1
okay.
ability. Connect those. And then I know I need these, so what I'll probably do is I'll use my L1, which gives me this giant snowflake shaped. It's smaller when you start, but once you upgrade it, then it becomes this big. And okay, so we've got all 6. So now it's going to show me where in Rothgar this armless stone effigy is. So I usually just put a marker in there. And then north we go. Now, one thing I didn't figure out till much later, because I'm a noob, you have an ability that kind of helps you, like, it directs you towards the dig site. Son of a... super helpful.
Hmm.
And I'll show you how to do that. I'm still in combat? Oh my gosh. Excuse me, sir. Trying to work here. Whatever, man. Okay. Inside the zone, what you do is you go to collections and you go to tools. And you have this antiquarian's eye. And you can assign it. I have it assigned here. But when you hit it,
Hmm.
it shows where the dig site's at. So wherever the tail is facing, if you follow that, you'll run into the dig site.
Oh.
So we're just going to follow it until we find the dig site. Until we find a glowing mound of dirt.
To the right?
Hey. There it is. Ah!
Oh.
Ah, I forgot to sell stuff. You have to have at least 5 slots open. No. Okay, to the dig site. So each level, so this lighter color is higher than the darker colors.
Mhm.
Now, I'm going to use, right now I'm using L1, which is the bottom left thing here. And what that does is it tells me how close we are. So I hit it, and now it says, you're within this white square here. It's probably in here. So I usually, nope. So it's probably, yep. So now we're right on top of it. I use the rest of them to kind of figure out and get my bearings on where this thing is. So that's where it's at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my brush, which is L2, and we're going to... I like to make everything even. So now that it's all this darker rock, then I can use my shovel, which will be an upgrade you get later. But when I hit R1, it gives me this shovel. Now above R1 you see these charges. That bar, that glowing blue bar is full now.
Mhm.
What that means is that it will use my shovel twice when I hit R1. You have to be really careful with that, because if you damage the antiquity, it will break and you have to start over. So
Oh.
if you look up at the top, that top bar, that gray bar, shows how many times I have to kind of dig around. That bar will go down as I use abilities and use my brush or use my little trowel or use my shovel. That bar will go down, and when that bar hits 0, you're out of time. So if you haven't found it by that amount of time, then you have to start over. Then you see the health bar has 6 health. That 6 health is the Antiquities health. So the shovel is able to do a bigger area. Now I know that I only want to use 1 charge, because if I use 2 charges, it'll break the antiquity. So I was able to find the antiquity. Now I can use the rest of my time to find bonus items. There we go. And that was just
Oh.
a lucky guess. Um, I just do bigger areas. I love the shovel because you can just do these huge areas. And there's another bonus item. So I got a lead for for a blue item now, because that was the green item I just found. And when you find a green item, it'll give you a lead for a blue item.
Oh. Interesting, interesting.
So, now that I have that, I can scry for the blue one. Now the little thing is bigger. And now I'll just kind of do it so you can see how I do it. Of course it's all the way down there. Nowhere near a way shrine. I'm just gonna travel down there because I'm lazy. So, we'll come into this area. It's probably gonna be this way, but we'll see. I bet you it's down here. Hmm. Still that way. Leave me alone! There it is. Oh, I still have enough room. I will always have inventory issues. Okay. And so usually I'll try and go four corners if nothing shows up. Nope. It's probably right smack in the middle then. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, we got lucky. So I'm gonna level this out. And there she is.
I just did one.
Good.
It's a little weird for like the dig site thing, what you're doing. Like trying to, the first part where you use the little eye thingy, I
Mhm.
still kind of don't understand how that works, but
So pretty much is when you select an area, it will give you that spot. Now, if that symbol that you select matches symbols around it, you get all of that. So pretty much what you're
oh, okay.
doing is you are connecting all of those spots so that you can get all 6 of the swirly things. If you don't get all six swirly things, it'll give you multiple locations on where the antiquity could be. Um,
I see.
what'll happen is if you don't find, if one of those, so let's say it gives you two spots to look for the antiquity. One of them will be the actual dig site, and one of them will be just a little artifact that helps you find where the dig site is. Which, if you don't find the dig site, then if it's only two areas that it showed you, then obviously the other spot's the dig site. But
Right.
I've done it so bad where I'll have 3 or 4 spots, and I'll be like, all right, well, it looks like I'm riding around, and I'll go and hit those spots and see if I get the dig site or if I just get a clue to narrow down where the dig site is.
Oh, okay.
I am going to go sell some stuff so I can actually do some more of these. But you kind of get it now? Was it easier to see it that way?
Yeah.
Okay.